Welcome to another edition of Highliner News. I'm Jace.
And I'm Kale. The most dreadful test of your life, the ACT. A couple weeks ago, the juniors had the opportunity to take the test.
Reporter Amber Knudsen talked to some students and got their reactions before and after the test.
I'm really stressed out right now about it because, well, I'm not going to get a lot of sleep tonight because I have work and I have a lot of homework. But, I just got to, have a right mindset for it and I'll be okay.
My goal is for the ACT is to get a 24 for the scholarship.
I'm aiming for like a 16-ish because that's like minimum for what I need. So I'm not really nervous because I know I'm probably not going to do very good the first time and I might have to retake it. But yeah, I'll hope to do good.
I'm terrified. I took all the ACT prep classes and I'm still terrified. And I'm already shaking, so.
I was really tired. It was boring. I just really wanted to get out of there. Got it done.
I felt rushed, but I think I did pretty good. I don't know. Hopefully got a 24.
Yeah, it was pretty tiring and boring, and I kind of just wanted to go home through the whole thing, but I did it, so.
That was the worst test I've ever taken. I never want to do it again, and I am completely scarred from that gym.
For Highliner News, this is Amber Knudsen.
Want to make your own canvas and frames?
Paige Caber walks us through on how it is done.
Step 1. She looks through the pictures and picks the best one. Step 2. She puts it into the app and chooses the sizes she wants. Step 3. She sends it to Miss Beatty and she prints it off for her. Step 4. She cuts the 4 pieces of wood and puts them together using a 90-degree clamp. Step 5. She nails them together to make the inside frame. Step 6. She lays the picture face down, then puts the inside frame on top. Step 7. She folds the picture around the frame and makes sure it is tight and centered. She then staples the picture to the inside frame. Step 8. She cuts 4 pieces of wood for the outside frame, then makes sure they fit together. Step 9. She stains them and lets them dry overnight. Step 10. When they are dry, she nails them together while they are in the 90-degree clamp. Step 11. She lays the outside frame on the table, then puts a small piece of wood in the corners so the picture sits back in the frame. Step 12. She carefully hammers the corners of the picture. Step 13. Then she hot glues around the picture and waits for it to dry. Then, ta-da! Reporting for Highliner News, this is Ashlyn Yerrick.
Several girls here at Valley City and across the state are now competing in a male-dominant sport. Next year, there may be some changes.
Michaela Wadeson brings you the story.
Matt Fetch from NDHSAA has informed us that a formal request has been received and 12 member schools have committed to sponsoring girls wrestling being sanctioned. On March 30th, they will have their first opportunity to discuss sanctioning this rising sport. Emma Milkey and Jada Kunze, 2 of the female wrestlers on our team, discussed what pushed them to start.
That was the first ever girls' day, and Mr. Zinke and my brother really pushed me to go out. And I was really adamant about going out, but then Zinke told me I had to go, so I went.
My older brother, Espen.
Girls' State this year was held in the Fargo Dome immediately following the North Dakota State Dual Tournament for the first time ever.
I was very nervous.
It was a lot more organized, and there was a lot of girls, and just overall really fun.
There is a big uprise in numbers across the state and even in our youth room with 11 girls eventually coming up. Girls wrestling being sanctioned will come with its many perks.
I think it will be better overall because girls wrestling girls, it's not so hard with muscle differences and strength differences, and just overall for the younger girls who are learning how to wrestle, it won't be so, it won't put them down as much. I think it'll be overall better for the sport. I've talked to a few girls, and a lot of them have expressed interest. They just didn't want to wrestle guys. So now that it's just girls on girls, I think they'll be more willing to come out.
If you are considering girls wrestling at all,
you should do it.
Go out and try it. There's no reason not to. It will help you mentally and physically just be a better person, and you gain a lot of confidence going out there. It's also a lot of fun.
Reporting from Highliner News, this is Michaela Wadeson.
Everyone had a toy they loved growing up with, but how have those toys changed over time?
Stephanie Hoffarth brings you the story.
Toys have evolved through different generations. Here are a few people's favorite toys.
Probably Batman toys, because I love Batman. I think the Nintendo, because I think me and my brother like to play it a lot. So like, maybe after supper Sawyer goes down and he wants me to play it, so the Nintendo. Probably my Switch, because it's fun, and my favorite game is Otis. My puppy, because Eric's so cute.
Littlest Pet Shops, because I got to play with Britta and Faith, my friends, together.
Outside would probably be my scooter, riding that around, or my Beanie Baby collection.
The Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, because of Mario and Duck Hunt and Legend of Zelda and Donkey Kong.
What is your favorite toy? For Highliner News, this is Stephanie Hoffarth.
Let's see if you can identify these 3 teachers' kids.
Grab a seat, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to be playing Who's That Kid? Number 1, is this A, Mr. Biram's son, B, Mrs. Shenenko's son, or C, Mrs. Beatty's son? You have 7 seconds. That's right, this is Adam Shenenko. Number 2, is this A, Mr. Murray's son, B, Mr. Milbrand's son, or C, Mrs. Belky's son? You have 7 seconds. Ooh, so close. This is Jason Belky. Final question. Is this A, Mr. Nielsen's son, B, Mrs. Gregerson's son, or C, Mr. Peterson's son? 7 seconds are on the clock. Yep, you got it. This is Lane Nielsen. Not many students are familiar with the food pantry.
Reporter Carly Govan dishes out the story.
So the Highliner Pantry is like a mini grocery store that we have in our school. It's for 7th through 12th grade students and their families. Anybody can use the pantry at any time. Teachers can refer, students can refer themselves, counselors can refer. There's nothing about income related or anything. If somebody needs deodorant, we have deodorant here. If somebody needs food for the weekend, we make backpacks up for different students for each weekend. The main thing is that it's here to help any student out that might be in need at any time.
Here's how you can contribute if you're interested.
Really, you can just, if you want to buy certain things, you can take it to the senior high office, or some people have done monetary donations. We usually do shelf-stable food, like soups, macaroni and cheese, puddings, Rice Krispies, or treats. We do cereal.
Penny shares with us what she thinks is the most important thing students should know about the food pantry.
The Highliner Pantry is for everyone. There's no cost, no nothing. If you want to talk to a counselor, they can get you in here anytime. Talk to me. They can even talk to a principal, or even a teacher can get a hold of us, and we can get you in here for whatever you might need.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Carly Govan.
Reading has a prominent role in the lives of students and staff.
Olivia Slider finds out what some people at VCHS are reading.
Though it isn't everyone's favorite pastime, reading is a good way to escape the world we live in today.
So the book I'm currently reading is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. It's about this girl who goes to this island with her family every summer, and she got into this accident a long time ago and is trying to figure out what actually happened. But I would give it, if not a 5, at least a 4.5. It was very good.
I'm reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It's by Suzanne Collins. It's like a companion book to the Hunger Games series, so it takes place before the original series. And I would rate it probably 4 out of 5 stars because I haven't finished it yet.
So right now I'm reading Collected Stories by Shirley Hazard. As the name suggests, it's a collection of short stories, and they're all about super broad and specific themes. I would probably rate it out of 5 out of 5 because I've never read stuff that's that diverse like this.
I just finished the book Looking for Alaska by John Green. It's about this little group of friends at this boarding school. It's very prestigious, and they just go around causing mischief, and there's kind of a big twist at the end. It was really good. I would probably give it 4 out of 5 stars.
The book I've read that I would recommend is Skink, No Surrender by Carl Hyacin. It is a story about a young boy. His cousin takes off with someone she met online. I would rate it 5 out of 5.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Olivia Slider.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Highliner News. I'm Kale.
And I'm Jace.